Hi, it's me, Dora V here, and today I am doing something on impulse. For those of you who haven't noticed, and you probably haven't, I am a big fan of Berserk. It's this really fantastic manga anime, and if you've ever even paid attention to House 2017, you'll see that I did have like an initial manga reaction, and I just halted because my computer died. And from as it stands now, like I'm pretty much in no hurry because right now there are currently no Berserk updates, and now I'm going to get to the point, and the point is, as you can see here, I've got tarot stuff because I just recently got into that. It's always been something interesting to me, but I didn't really pay that much attention to it until I'd see Etsy stores with tarot readings and Kicking Geese using tarot readings for Amberlyn Reed, and I decided, well, how about I try it myself? And I also have an app for astrology, and one of my favorite pairings in Berserk, and it's actually my OTP despite the disaster, is Griffith and Guts. Yeah, so what I'm going to do here is I'm going to ask the tarot in this app if they will ever get back together. Yeah, I've got a lot of balls asking this question. And for the record, like, the deck that resonates with me the most is, no, not Luda Waits, but the Mystic Monday Tarot, and I have yet to unbox that, but that's beside the point, but maybe in the future I will use that tarot deck. But for now, I will use this tarot from, it's a tarot app, and I'll show it to you. It's this tarot and numerology, like right there. See, it's between Tubi and Record It. So that's what I use, and it is a very good app, and I highly recommend it. So I'm going to type the question, will Griffith and Guts get back together again? Poor tarot deck. It is so abused. It is pretty useful for fictional things, to be honest. So, anyway, let's begin. Let's see. This is intuitive selection. I'll go with this one. And then I pick 6. I do right here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, there's 10. Oh, I'm sorry. Whoops, I did boo-boo. 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. So, let's see. How it used to be, it's the 9 of Pentacles, so it suggests material, plenty, and prosperity. Money, fine clothes, a beautiful home. The Harvest card. Successful growth, where the rich pickings are to be collected. This would obviously be the golden age, to put it very simply, and if you can pause, if you can read through this. Yeah, solitude, and Guts, of course, is noted for solitude, and Griffith tends to feel that way too, but the difference is that with Griffith, he's thinking of, like, humanity. In fact, the 9 of coins represents, like, towards everyone. See, where the benevolence of the 6 is toward family, friends, and community, 9 is towards everyone, so Griffith is thinking in the big picture. But yeah, how it used to be was golden age. Yeah, it definitely fits here, I can tell you that. The only thing is that as a lover card, it kind of depends. Like, there are some people who say that it's a yes, but others say that it doesn't bode well. Like, yeah, it says, oh, it's the solitude, loneliness in the home, or working alone. Like, aw, they are to be enjoyed alone, alone, alone. But something like that. Let's see here. They're not romantic cards. They do not bode well if the topic of a tarot spread is about romance or relationship, as the number 9 is symbolic of endings. Well, for those of you who've been paying attention, their relationship ended pretty badly. Yeah. Badly. Oh, yikes. So, yeah, this is like golden age stuff. Yeah, it's perfect, in fact. What led to it ending? Oh my fucking god, the tower! Well, yeah, I don't think I need to say much here. Gee, what led to its end? It wouldn't by any chance be Griffith not bothering to open his mouth about his feelings for Guts, Guts wanting to leave, Griffith not having the balls to ask why. Griffith loses the duel. For those of you paying attention, he ends up messing up big time with Charlotte, and it's catastrophic. He's tortured for a year in a tower, and Guts and Casca save him. And then, of course, he sees all the stuff between Guts and Casca. He has this vision of being crippled and taken care of by Casca. He tries to kill himself. The Bailet activates, and then a big giant tower known as the Eclipse. It's catastrophe. Oh, look, I don't think I need to say much here. Yeah, I mean, it doesn't have to be terrible, like it means great change, but yeah, in this case it's putting it mildly. The tower is the card of false beliefs, sudden changes, nasty surprises, unexpected events, or natural disasters. Gee, yeah, like I said, I don't need to say much here. Moving right along. Significance of the relationship. Oh my god. Death. Yeah, this is another one if you know anything about tarot. Yeah, the death basically means change and new beginnings. And I feel like that is what happened, when they first met. That led to changes in the Band of the Hawk and for Griffith and Guts. And nothing is ever completely destroyed, though. Instead, it is transformed. So yeah, basically, the significance of the relationship is a lot of change for the both of them. And at first they were good changes, but in the end, well, not so much. The current state. Ha! The current state is the Three of Wands. Yeah, you just, pause this or something. So, connections, ability to get things done. And I feel like both of them are doing that now. Night out with friends or a party needs to take... What? Yeah, I don't think they're going to be partying, I can tell you that. But, yeah, excellent communicate diplomacy, the ability to motivate and inspire others to come together in harmony and get things done. So, yeah, Griffith is doing that. I feel like Guts is doing that too, from what I can see, but I feel like it's most likely Casca who will be the one to do those things. But because Guts is way too solitary. But yeah, basically right now, they're gathering and communicating and negotiating, and from what I know of the manga, there's going to be more of that. So next, what you want. So what does Griffith want? Everything. You know how he is. Ah, the thief card. Yeah, you big jerk. In fact, my theory, and I've had this for a while, it's that Griffith will take Guts away. He will nab him, or he's going to be nabbing someone. He's going to be taking someone. It's an act of theft. It says here, as a man tiptoes away to the left while looking over his shoulder to the right. He's stolen 5 swords, leaving only 2 behind. But why didn't he take them all? Well, maybe he isn't interested in them all. That might be why. Said this is related to the 5 of Swords, and in the 5 of Swords, our character has achieved his goal through force and direct confrontation. And that's true with Griffith, too. He did do that. Yeah, absolutely. At least in the beginning he did. But here, in the 7 of Swords, the character has used stealth and cunning to achieve the same ends, and Griffith has done that. The remaining 2 swords he has turned his back on represent diplomacy and negotiation, so the 2 swords could be Guts and Casca. He could have asked for the swords and be honest, but he chose to turn his back on that option. 2 swords also serve as a link to judgment and justice in the major arcana. So maybe in this case, in getting his kingdom, he turned his back on Guts and Casca, and that's putting it very mildly. But it's also according to the manga, he is in a femtooth form, and he could have killed them both easily, but he hesitated and chose not to kill them. So yeah, why didn't he? So, but yeah, I could see Casca and Guts representing judgment and justice, but I do feel like so both cards have values of 2, and it may carry a warning of the consequences of his actions. Oh, gee. I wonder. Yeah, Griffith, there are consequences. Like, for quite a while, you were dead to me after all that happened. So yeah, like, that's a possibility. But this can't be what Griffith wants. Like, that might be what Guts wants. Is he smarter than the character in the Five of Swords? He's avoided the bad publicity of the Five of Swords open conflict. He would probably argue that his actions hurt no one. Are you shitting me? He's kept face and not lost friends. Oh, really? Ha! Yeah, okay. Sure, Jan. So let's see. The Seven of Swords is a card of theft, greed, deceit, and avoiding confrontation. This is Griffith we're talking about. He ain't avoiding shit. But Guts, on the other hand, definitely won't. The element of air challenges conflict, the mental aspects of our lives. In numerology, the negative aspects of the card number 7 are malice, theft, cheating, craftiness, confusion, and deceitfulness. But the positive aspects are rest, introspection, thoughtfulness, and planning. Ooh. So somebody wants this. I mean, I want to say Griffith, but maybe not. Maybe it's Guts who wants Griffith to pay. But look here, he thinks he's being clever, but his actions will set him back. Looks like Guts wants that pretty badly. Design, attempt, wish, hope, confidence, and quarreling. A plan that may fail, annoyance. So, yeah, reverse, good advice, counsel, instruction, slander, babbling. Right, so yeah. So it's possible that Griffith might want to retrieve Guts, but it is not a good idea. Probably won't end very well, but somebody wants this. Somebody does. And let's see, what your ex wants. This is Guts. 2 of Wands. What? Well, maybe Griffith wants this one. Maybe. No way Guts wants this, because from what I've learned, the 2 of Wands is basically like negotiating. And if it's an outcome card, it's usually a no. I think, if I'm not mistaken. But basically, it's balance, diplomacy, cooperation, flexibility, and patience. This sounds like something Griffith would want. No way in hell Guts wants this. Maybe Casca does, but I can't really see that either. Like, no way. Like, where do you focus your energy and passion? Well, Griffith is building his kingdom. Guts, I think Guts, maybe he wants a peaceful life with Casca, but kind of knows that it might not be possible. So diplomacy, negotiation, balance. Let's see, these 2 wands are like the main components of a sailing ship. The Ace of Wands is the mast form from which the ship derives its power. That power is useless, though... Wait a second, did I read that right? Basically, the power is useless without a rudder to steer the ship with. So there's passion that's in need of direction, and without direction and steering, the passion is useless. But who will do that steering, I wonder? Probably over a cliff. I don't know. It says balance, fairness, tactfulness applied to home, community projects, and ambitions. This includes the art of negotiation, and anyone skilled at it will understand the need for secrecy. And that's basically like playing poker. You don't want to reveal too much because it can be used against you. But if you reveal too little, people won't trust you. So this one's like negotiation. But usually when it appears in romance, it's kind of a no-go. Between the alternate, no, there is no marriage possible. On one hand, richest fortunes. On the other, a lot of suffering, basically. So, yeah, like, you see. So somebody either just wants it to end, period. Like, it's just, they don't want a relationship. But they're, on one hand, good things, but on the other, very bad things. It says here, like, a lord overlooking his dominion and alternatively contemplating a globe. So you know how Griffith is. He wants it all. So there is a possibility that maybe Griffith does not want... None of them do. How about that? Like, neither one of them want to ever have a relationship ever again. Ever. But Griffith wants the globe, basically. But it basically means negotiation, but how do you negotiate in this situation? I don't know. Anyway, obstacles to reconciliation. Gee, I wonder. The Page of Cups. Not, the central. It's basically a fool. It's related to the fool. Water, like, not following convention. It's like, how is this an obstacle? Like, you are dreaming of previous good times and desire more of the same? Can that dream be a reality? Like, are you setting yourself up for disappointment? Do you need a more mature approach to where you want to be and what you want to happen? I think Guts kind of does. You need to be careful about that vengeance. The Page of Cups is a person would be a male or female child who could be sensitive, shy, loving, emotional, introspective, quiet, or gentle in nature. That might be the Moon Boy. This child may be musical or artistically inclined, or simply a child that loves playing around water or swimming. Oh, that mermaid Isma? But it could be the Moon Boy too, like messengers. It could be simply a kind offer of help from a friend. So those are obstacles. Well, it might be like the Moon Boy is an obstacle to Guts and Griffith getting back together. To the details, yeah, he looks kind of smug. Like, hi, I have a cup. Haha. Fair young man, one impelled to render service and with whom the querent will be connected. A studious youth. Yeah, that's an obstacle, and so it looks like children might be Griffith's downfall or someone's downfall. Something like that. I'm not exactly the best at this, but I feel like the child would be the obstacle. The children. We got a Cedro too, but that kid's of fire, not of water. So Isma might be an obstacle, but how? Like, I don't know how that would work. So anyway, is it meant to be? The star. Oh my lord. Oh boy, the star. That's like almost always a yes. Yeah, let me see something here. Let me check. The star is yes. Love is all around. Feel it permeate your whole being? Aww. I guess initially it was meant to be, but because somebody, Griffith, fucked it up, it kind of changed. But yeah, you can like pause this or something, but yeah, it's definitely a good card though, I can tell you that. Maybe you can like pause here or something, but yeah, is it meant to be? Like, yes. But was it meant to be? But because, yeah. Or is it meant to be now? Like, but if it's meant to be now, how on earth would Miura make it work? The only way I can think of is if Griffith wants to be the only god and he wants Guts to kill the remaining god hand. Like, but can you imagine, like, what a slap in the face that would be? Like, could Guts really set aside his feelings for that? I don't know. But a star is a very, very good card to appear, so oof, I don't know. Yeah, but I know that if it's still meant to be, then good luck with that, Miura. Like, you can make it work. And I can try, but this isn't my story. See, future direction. The 9 of Wands. Passion, energy, and drive. Yeah, that's gonna be on Guts' end, I can imagine. But the 9 represents an ending, so this is like the end of passion. So yeah, you're almost there, but you've got one last final push to the finish line. Yep, so it looks like Berserk is close to the end. Looks like, he said it was like 75% complete, but that was quite a while ago. But now, yeah, but I think it looks like we're nearing the end. Just one last push. You pause to rest briefly and take stock of what remains to be done. The 9 of Wands is about finishing what you started and making your hard work a success. How do you end this well? Well, that's for Miura. I don't know if that's for Guts and Griffith. Don't rush to the finish line. Take your time and be careful how you complete an end to this. Yeah, I do agree there. So it's a symbolic of endings. Yeah, but it's also like for humanity at large. And one of the things that I've always believed is that in the end, Guts and Casca will not be fighting for vengeance, but rather for humanity at large. And I know Griffith was trying to do that, but I think that Guts will succeed in doing this, even if it wasn't his initial intent. It says, completing projects and endings in the home, community, or workplace. In this case, it'll be the world, passion, its endings, completion, charity, humanitarian call. But there are the negative traits, which is egocentric, arrogant, self-pitying, and discontent. Oh, hi, Guts. That's kind of how you are. But yeah, it looks like, yeah, completion. They need to get things done and get things complete. Come on, get out of Elfhelm. The element of fire, though, gee, what did Griffith use to torch certain annoying people? Fire. And he ended that pretty quickly. But that's the future direction. And the best course of action is the Empress. Oh, the Queen of Queens. So what, appeal to Charlotte? Yeah, but she's just a figurehead and everybody knows it. Or Slan. Yeah, right. Law, BS. The Empress has it all. She is beautifully dressed, wearing a crown, holding a scepter, has a water running through rich, fertile lands, trees in the background, and a clear, bright yellow sky. There is something missing, though. What is missing? What, water? No, that's fire. It says missing, the tall protector land. No, what is missing? I don't see anything missing. But, well, the Empress could also be, the Elf Queen. It might be her, too. So maybe that's the course of action. Take everything to her. So, yeah, her attention is fully with us. She sits relaxed, directly looking at you. She is content and happy with what she has right now. The Empress often represents where a woman wants to be in life. Well, I know that the Elf Queen certainly does. Yeah, so it's no child or pregnancy. This card can point to pregnancy or the desire to be fertile and pregnant. Is that what Griffith wants? Somebody wants to be pregnant again. Or pregnant. I can't see Casca really wanting that. They have a course of action. So the Empress is number 3. Creativity, joy, good fortune, self-expression, and social gatherings. So she is above all things. She doesn't, yeah, you can pause there, I guess, to look at it. In another order of ideas, the card of the Empress signifies a door or gate by which an entrance is obtained into this life, as into the Garden of Venus, and then the way which leads out therefrom into that which is beyond is the secret known to the High Priestess. Yeah, this is the Empress, though. It is communicated by her to the elect. Most old attributions of this card are completely wrong on its symbolism. Okay. But, yeah, looks like course of action is the Empress? Like what, to let Griffith rule everything? What? This can indicate plans, events, or endeavors that have not yet come to fruition, but are gestating, growing, and receiving or needing nurture. As a person, she could be a mother or mother figure. Someone had said that Casca could be the one who negotiates between Griffith and Guts. Like, maybe this is it. I mean, maybe she's the Empress. Why not? I mean, she was second in command of Band of the Hawk. She's a capable leader, so maybe she's the one who mediates. It's possible, but let me see something here. Like here, it's Empress. Yes, go for it with passion, but don't forget the birth control. Thanks, Exemplar.com. Oh my gosh. Well, but that might be Guts and Casca, maybe. But between Guts and Griffith, like, it's looking like a yes. But to be quite honest, like, this could apply to, Guts and Casca, but the only thing is that that's not the question I asked. That's one. But the other It's that they're already together, aren't they? I mean, yeah, it's kind of like difficult right now for reasons that should be obvious, but they're already together. So I think if this question was, will Guts and Casca get back together, that looks like a yes, but that wasn't the question I asked. So, honestly, my yaoi goggles tell me that they actually will, Guts and Griffith, but that Casca is kind of the mediator and the one who makes it happen. Oh, okay. Well, I did what I could. I mean, I'm still a baby girl when it comes to tarot, so I could be dead wrong on a lot of this. But at any rate, yeah, that's about the best I can do. Let's see, I got saved spreads here. See, this is what I ended up with. So if you agree, great. If you don't, whatever. If you are someone experienced with tarot, you can help me out with this. But I'm aware that you're not really supposed to abuse tarot, so like try not to use it too often. So like if you want to ask the same question, you do it like a couple weeks later. And don't ask the tarot about pizza or anything, stuff like that. So this is what I got. So if that works for you, great. If it doesn't, then do a reading yourself. And I think that'll do. So, goodbye.